There's a couple more things that I want to say about corrective experiences. So I'm doing a part 2 of this video. So what I really want to drive home here is that one of the biggest corrective experiences that that someone can experience in the healing from relational trauma is that relationship with their therapist. Okay. So, and I say this a lot to people, essentially what's happening here in this patient, therapist, client relationship is that this is an attachment relationship. Okay. So the therapist acts as an attachment figure. Okay. And it's so important to remember this for us therapists, because we have to be on our A game. Okay. Like we need to be really mindful about the language that we're using and about the power over dynamic, being very mindful about that. And we need to be very attuned to the person across from us. We need to be aware that, what we're saying is really being listened to, okay, by that person that we're working with. This is probably one of the most important corrective experiences, in my opinion. It's an opportunity, okay? You're acting as an attachment figure, the therapist is, and we're working with this individual over a period of time and proving to them time and time again that we are there with them, okay? We do not judge them. I'm going to even say this, there's a degree of love for the people that we work with. There's a care, there's a compassion, okay? There is a deep protective feeling for many of us working with these people, these humans who are healing. I'll say this, a lot of us see a lot of our own experiences in the people that we work with, so we have to be really mindful about our own reactions and things like that transference and that countertransference. And so one of the biggest values in this relationship is that this is a corrective experience. And every single time we meet with this person, we are proving to them it is safe to be in a relationship that is close and nurturing and vulnerable, okay? It's safe for them to show their emotions. It's safe for them to speak about some of the things that they've been keeping hidden for so long, some of those shadow parts. It's safe for them to speak their mind. It's safe for them to challenge us, to let us know when we've said something that offends them or that they disagree with us, okay? It's safe for them to not be, to come in to us and to wear whatever the heck they want. They don't have to come in perfectly dressed and full makeup on. They can wear whatever they want. Doesn't matter. We're going to accept them. We don't care. We care about who they are, okay? If they come in and they say, I just don't want to be here today, I don't want to be in therapy today, that's great. Thank you for saying that. I totally get it. Like, thank you for being honest. Showing that person time and time again it's safe to be in a close, consistent relationship over the course of time. Okay, this is so critically important. This is one of the most important corrective relationships. So that's part 1 of what I'm going to say. Part 2 of what I'm going to say is that is what we can do as therapists in the therapy room to help. So we talked, in the previous post about corrective relationships, like out in the world, right? In our social lives, in our professional lives, in our family lives, those corrective experiences, so critically important. But another big part of this is that relationship with ourselves. Okay, so really doing some corrective work, corrective experiences, working with ourselves. And so a lot of this work is done with, this is my approach, is done with EMDR, okay? As we're doing EMDR, there are going to be opportunities as we're reprocessing where we can stop reprocessing and we can imagine a moment between our patient and their attachment figure, a rupture that occurred, and we can imagine our adult selves coming into that picture, and we are actually with that younger version of ourselves, and we are acting as that parent who is loving and nurturing and non-judgmental and attuned and supportive. Okay, we actually kind of it's a do-over, okay? We have a replay. We have an opportunity for a different ending, okay? And we integrate that into the EMDR. Sometimes I'll do this without EMDR. This is just kind of a standalone intervention, right? Doing some of that reparenting, some of that inner child work, imagining a moment, going inside, imagining a moment, or imagining that younger version of you, asking, hey, what younger version of you is coming up today? Oh, it's 7-8. All right, I want you to pull up an image of that younger version of you, maybe in a spot that you really felt safe in, and bringing that adult you into that image and spending time with that 7-8-year-old, talking to them, noticing them, going towards them, speaking loving words to them, showing physical nurturing to them, okay? These are just a couple of examples. There's many other ways we can do this, but this is what I mean by, we're kind of having corrective experiences in relationship with ourselves, okay? There's so many different ways we can do this. Above all else, I just really want to drive home that, in relational trauma, a massive part of the healing work has to come through relationships with those around us. The relationship with our therapist is really important, but the relationship with ourselves is very important too, okay? This is such brave work. I just really appreciate you coming on here, to being willing to grow and expand. Have a good day.